Um, just to bring everyone up to date, if I haven't done my review of episode 10 of volume 7, I'm so conflicted on the actual episode that I'm just waiting for the next episode. I want to do a review of 10 and 11 together because as it stands, this really does seem like they're only going to spend a season in Atlas, and then the beginning of next season, within 3 episodes, they're gonna leave, and that's good. I want to see what happens next episode before I make that review. This video is only going to be short, and it's about making peace, really, with the Bumblebee shippers as best as possible, as well as understanding. And this question can go out to both the Bumblebees, any of them that want to identify themselves as a Wasp, and just all Ruby fans in general. I think asking this question from a neutral aspect to understand where different people see see Bumblebee. This is the question. At which point in all 7 seasons of Ruby, in the show's entirety, at what point in time did you, the viewer, watch a scene in the show and think this is the beginning of their relationship? They're actually curious about pursuing a relationship with each other and are interested in each other sexually. At what point in time? Because this is the confusing aspect of shipping. When you build a shipping community around the basis that you can ship anyone with anyone, and shipping can also doesn't mean that naturally they hook up. It's just like shipping's become a really loose term that can be, it's just their relationship term. Because let's just say that even their fighting combinations have the shipping name that people have allocated, like whether it's monochrome or checkmate that they want to call Blake and Weiss. It's stuff like that that's developed. Some ships do have multiple names now. So all I'm asking is at what point in time, we're not talking about their relationship, we're not talking about their friendship, at what point in time did both characters honestly seem like they were interested in having a couple's relationship with each other and they were both interested in each other sexually? That's the actual question I have. That's neutral, it's innocent, it's not hating on you guys. I'm curious to know what you guys are going to say on this, because this is the core of establishing an actual ship in my eyes. Is at what point in time did these characters actually click with each other? And for me, who's shipped in the past Black Sun, I can admit I would be reaching if I was to say season 1. But by season 2, you could tell they were interested in each other. And definitely by the time the Vital tournament starts, she's interested in him, he's interested in her, and they're kind of exclusive with each other because they don't like it. Well, that's how I view it. It's like with Sun, there was no like maybe or what if. It was just like it was on the screen. She's blushing. She enjoys the flirting. Sun and Yang, and I think this becomes the problem, is that both Sun and Yang are actually very similar in the way that they're very outward. Like Yang, much more so. it's very hard to identify when she is actually serious about someone because she flirts casually all the friggin' time. It was part of her character. They kind of killed that part of her character at some point, but she flirts all the time with people. And Sun, he knew what he liked, he knew what he wanted, and he pursued her, and she returned those feelings. So it was just like, at what point in time was it clear that these two were actually interested in each other? I'm not going to make this video any longer than it needs to be. That is the simple question. I'm not hating, I'm not shitting. I want the people to kind of understand each other. And if I could give one last thing, and I don't want you to get angry, this is only my perception of the scene. I've seen some people that somehow try to justify. I think was it Volume 2? Volume 2, the Yang and Blake in the classroom scene when Blake has bags under her eyes and Yang talks about going to look for Raven and that. Nothing in that scene, to me, screams, I'm sexually attracted to you, I want to get in a relationship with you, I'm flirting with you. None of that scene screams any of that. This is more, we're friends and we're best friends at the school because of how the school system puts two people together at day one. They ended up being paired up together, so they're going to be partners as well as on Team Ruby. So it's just like they have that close bond, and it's that friendship bond of like two BFFs getting together and opening up to each other. That's how I see that scene. That doesn't scream, I'm flirting, I'm interested in you, we want to date. That doesn't come across in that scene. So, if you want to explain some other aspect, I'm happy enough if you want to jump in the comment section. You can write as long of a comment as you want. I will read it all. Or you can write a small one. I really don't mind. I just want to know other people's opinions on at what point in time were you watching the show and you're like, they're capable of becoming a couple now. Because both Blake is interested in Yang in terms of a couple relationship, and Yang is interested in Blake in terms of a couple and a relationship. At what point did that click? In which case, what happened beforehand should be identified as a friendship. That's all I'm leaving it. There's no hatred in this video. There's just me asking for an understanding.